Shit. Forgot. Damn it. Thank you. Morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's. Whew, boy. Morning, Jack's mom. We're gonna have a very deep conversation this morning. If you are not mentally prepared for said deep conversation this morning, my advice would be to not watch this show this morning. Come back tomorrow. Will we be doing flag on the play and shit like that? But we've got to talk. We have got to talk. I greet you this morning with the full knowledge that a woman was killed yesterday. I greet you with that knowledge. As heartbreaking as it is for me to say, I greet you this morning.
You know, liberals like to ask leftists, what's your...
With the knowledge that a woman in Minneapolis, Minnesota was killed yesterday. Morning, Top City. Good to see you back, brother. Good to see you back. The woman's name was Renee Nicole Good. Renee Nicole Good. And she was killed. She was killed yesterday. 9-something in the morning by an ICE agent. I'm not going to do the customary greeting this morning, not because I don't want to, but because I don't think that will be necessary. You know who I am. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. This is the sound of coffee. I guess this is where TikTok wants me to beg for change or likes to keep me on the FYP, whatever. Do all the things that you have to do, please. If you over in the YouTube chats, super chats are open. Like the show, please. Now that I've done that. Morning, Nana. Love you. A woman by the name of Renee Nicole Good is no longer here. Renee was 37 years old, if I'm not mistaken. 37 years old. And she was a single mother. Her husband died, I think it said last year, the year before last. So Renee was raising her own child. Wolfie's in the building. Wolfie, I saw your video and thank you. You are within your right as a citizen of Australia to ask your prime minister that question. Morning, Mary. This is not the first person that ICE has taken off the census. I genuinely want y'all to remember that going forward. This is not the first time that ICE has killed somebody. They killed a man in Chicago last year. I'm doing pretty good, Rice. How are you doing? And that's why when you look at the show bio on YouTube, it says a very emotional Truthful Thursday. Exactly, Mary. And sadly, it will not be the last. If her death had just happened and our elected leader, the jackass in the White House, had he simply said some words of, I don't know, encouragement towards the family or whatever, he would have been a piece of shit, but it still would have been in the realm of, hey, at least he cares. The current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue did not do that. No, what he did was call the woman a far left radical. Morning, Magpie. I'm a little miserable because yesterday I had a terrible crash out on a train. It has messed with my mood since. A group of boys threw snow on my thighs, and that got me. Well, Magpie, you are home. You with the family, so I hope I can at least make you smile, if nothing else. Here's the truthful part, kids. We are now living in the worst time, not just bad, the worst time. I can say that with all honesty because, quite frankly, and I genuinely want y'all to understand this, quite frankly, not only is this shit happening, but it's being normalized. Now, I know every one of y'all that watch this show have already said openly that you will not normalize this. And to that, I thank you so very much. But it's the rest of America. It's the rest of America that is trying to normalize this. Morning, Samantha. And that exactly, Corey Johnson. How the entire F are they going to tell us that our own eyes are lying? I have downloaded 2 videos. I will be using them sometime today. One video is of the actual shooting, where you can clearly see, and I mean this, I'm not kissing ass. I stand with the mayor of Minneapolis when I say this. I saw the video. What looked like it was happening was there was a gold or a, I don't know, a yellow something Suburban that was there. And Miss Good's vehicle looked like it was backing out. You don't block federal agents. Hey, Chuck, block these nuts. Chuck, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Chuck, man. Get the F out before I do something I'm going to regret on the radio this morning. Angry Chuck man don't want to be here, and I'm not in the mood for him. I'm telling you, I'm being dead ass with you. I'm being dead ass with you. Today is not the day. She put herself there. You know what? I'm putting you the hell out. How about that? How about that? I'll do it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, buddy. Don't even worry about it. I'll eject Osito cuz your ass. I will eject Osito cuz your ass. Because I'm not playing this morning. I'm not playing this morning. I'm not. I don't give a shit. Don't care. If your dumbass comes in here and tries to defend getting a woman getting shot in the goddamn face, you're going to see a very bad side of me, and you don't. You don't want to, because I'm not in the mood. So Chuck, man, chuck your ass on up out of here, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'll chuck your ass out the door. Anyway, she was backing out. She backed back just enough to where the ICE car that was on the left-hand side was able to pull away. Well, then a truck showed up. The people jumped out the truck like, get the F out the car, get the F out the car. The problem is, you can clearly hear this woman say, go around. You can clearly hear her say, go around, because that's what the car that pulled out in front of her did. Somebody grabbed her driver's side door, and she moved, which is what any other normal person. Grab my door if you want to. Grab my goddamn door while I'm driving. She waved these people past. She told them, go around. Basically, she's trying to tell them, if your ass is in a goddamn hurry, go. So they grabbed her damn handle and she took off. As well she should. Like, if you ain't gonna go, bitch, I got shit to do. And the man shot her 3 times. Man shot her 3 times. Waved her through. Exactly. Thank you, Dave. First, they told her to move the car. She's trying to, listen, all she's doing is, listen, I'm backing out. Y'all obviously are in a hurry. Go ahead. They shot her 3 times. And then, thank you, Infernal. And then he fled. He didn't even stay. And like I said, Angry, why'd you block Jamila? What'd Jamila do? Why'd you block? Hey, Angry, why'd you block Jamila? Then Christy Nome tries to get out there and lie to you. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I mean this. I mean this. Y'all got one job this year. One. There are people that will be running for elected office around you. From the mayor up. From the governor up. Y'all got one job. One. Y'all better get in their goddamn face. Nuremberg-style trials. Donald Trump has already said that, or he's told Senate Republicans that if they have to win the midterms, because if they don't, he's getting impeached for sure. Meanwhile, water is wet. Meanwhile, water is wet. Angry, why'd you block Jamila? Just let me know. I'll figure it out. I don't want these people to be able to just fade off into the sunset. I don't. I do not. I want y'all in their face. Any person that wants you to donate, there better be a question behind it. Every person that wants you to show up at their rally, you better show up with a list of questions. Any person that wants your goddamn vote, you better be ready to tell them, are you going to have Nuremberg-style trials for these people? And I'm talking, I want them treated the same way they treat drug dealers. Get the ICE agents on the streets, then you ask them, who was it that told you to do this shit? And let them lead you to the big kingpins, which is Cash Patel's bug-eyed ass, Chrissy Nome's bony ass, and the orange Oompa Loompa Cheeto man that's sitting at the goddamn top. I said what I said. I said what the hell I said. What's your name? I said exactly what I said. I want Nuremberg-style trials. And I want these jackasses. Who is this? If you came in here on some bullshit, buddy. Oh, yeah. Lord Slack, I see about 5 minutes. I see about 5 minutes. Maybe less. Maybe less. I want these people, I want them arrested. I want for every state that these bastards was in, I want state charges. That way, Orange Oompa Loompa Cheeto Man cannot pardon they punk asses. Nah. State charges, homie. I want y'all to be working with every goddamn attorneys general from all these states that ICE has been invading in and hit these bitches up with state goddamn charges. State charges. That the man that shot that woman yesterday should have been arrested. I've seen black men get hemmed up and beat up for less. I've seen black women get mistreated for less. Oh no, homie should have been arrested right then and there. But again, had the shooting just been the shooting, it would have been a tragedy in and of itself. That would have been enough for us to take some internal monologues and look at our goddamn selves and say, yo, what are we doing? That would have, had that just been that would have been enough. But then you had that bitch Kristi Noem and that punk ass Donald Trump trying to make this woman out to be something she absolutely the F wasn't. She was literally just sitting there. She was a mother. A single mother. And just so that we all get the full understanding of this, ICE killed a white woman yesterday. Harassment and bullying. You know what, TikTok? Don't even worry about it. Because by the end of the month, bitch, you'll never see me doing a live stream over here. And I mean that shit. Witchy, I know. Hold on. All right. Say no more, fam. Hold on. But I gotta do something. Hold on a second. But yeah, state charges. Because like I said, I have seen black folks get arrested for less. I have literally seen I've seen black men and black women get hemmed up. No. It was an accident, and now my dumb ass can't. I'm trying to find a way to undo it. So Jamila, if you're in the YouTube chats or whatever, I'm sorry. Let me try to figure out. Angry had fat thumbed you, and it wasn't that he blocked you on purpose. It was a fat thumb thing. So I apologize, Jamila. If you can hear me, I'll fix it after the show. I'm sorry. But I've seen black men go to jail for less. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, they killed a white woman. Is that going to make the murder any less egregious? No, it's not. But it should give you an indication on some shit, though. It really should. That speaks volumes to me. That an ICE agent would kill a white woman. You don't know what the hell they're doing to them people in the detention centers. I have no idea. Magpie. I want you. Charmaine, angry fat thumbed and blocked her. And I'm trying to undo it, but I don't know how the hell to do it. I'm gonna figure it out. I want y'all to think about this for just a goddamn second. Do y'all remember 2 weeks ago? Might have been, he was 6. Her son was 6. Was it like 2 weeks ago where ICE got into it with a woman in Minneapolis where he had his knee on her back in the snow and then handcuffed her and drug her ass out to the vehicle and they were throwing snowballs and shit at them dudes. They shot a white woman in the face. What do you think they did to that woman? I know we're not supposed to, but we don't get to see or understand at some point we're not going to be able to take this to the streets ourselves. At Top City, you're right. You're right. What angers me is the cavalier callousness of the shit. Like at this point, I want to fight Stephen Miller. Oh, and by the way, the pregnant woman that they drugged lost her kid. So pro-life these nuts. Pro-life them on your forehead. Like I want to fight Stephen Miller. I don't want to just have a nice conversation like Buckley versus Baldwin. No, I want to beat his ass. I want to Anthony Joshua his Jake Paul. That's what I want. Wolfie says, I'm sorry if I'm less talkative today. I have one ear on you and another on our fires. Our fire commissioner today said it's the biggest one that is out of control and won't get it out. It's too big. I understand, Wolfie. I understand. Like I really seriously want to beat the brakes off of Stephen Miller. You smarmy little bitch. Smarmy, talking about we have power. No, Stephen, you have the power of the federal government. I am part of that goddamn federal government. Bitch, you still work for me. Magpie, you might need to take a break. Magpie. Jamila, thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to think, I did not want you to think in any way that we blocked you on purpose. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to work on it over here. It'll probably end up being after the show, but I'm sorry. Both Angry and I myself, we're sorry. Little swarmy bastard. Somebody, he has power. No, you have the federal government behind you. And much like I continue to keep trying to tell people over and over and over and over, without us, this shit between Canada and Mexico is the best real estate in the world. America is the people. Our government is the people. And I don't like Stephen Miller. The fact that he cashes a check from money that I pay into my goddamn taxes pisses me off. No. Because if you want to be a public servant and talk about power, with my money in your pocket, I'm going to need you to bring your bitch ass outside. Hey, Playboy, 15, 11 minutes in the parking lot. You don't have any power, Stephen. You're a goddamn day vampire. That's what you are. You're a smarmy little punk. Ain't thrown a punch in anger in your goddamn life. Ain't busted a grape in a fruit fight. Ain't got the nerve to sit up and talk about that shit. Somebody need to knock your bitch ass out. Ain't no protection from him. You can't hit the president. You can't hit the vice president. You can't hit a member of the cabinet. Who is he? The deputy chief of staff? No, deputy chief of staff your ass out in the parking lot, homie. Deputy chief of staff your ass in the parking lot. 15, 11 minutes. 15, 11 goddamn minutes. Get your bitch ass outside. Let's see if you can deputy these nuts in your forehead. Christy Nome needs to go to prison. I said what listen, I said exactly what I said. Corey, listen, I would take my hands up. This shit would be bare ass knuckles. And I'm going for ham, baby. I'm going for the country ham breakfast. I'm putting listen. And I got 2 torn badass knees and a micro tears in my damn shoulder. I will whoop Stephen Miller's punk ass. Bitch, gloves? Nah. That's soft padding, baby. No. Stephen. And if you think I'm playing by fair, Marcus of Queensbury, bitch, you don't know where I come from. I'm hitting your ass with the streets of Kansas City. What is wrong with you? Playing fair? As soon as you walk your stupid ass out the door, I'm cracking your ass in the head with a damn chair. Bonk! I thought we were fighting fair, bitch. I don't believe in fair. Chair was sitting there. One of the two of us could have got it. I got it. You did. You got it upside your damn head. I got my shoes. I was there. Tracita like, listen. But like Chrissy Nome needs to go to prison. Straight up. Who knew a woman that didn't like dogs or goats would be the person to take somebody's life? Oh, I know. Everybody that saw that goofy bitch. Everyone. We all knew what the hell was about to happen with that hoe. We knew it. But what do you say? What do you say when you know somebody's life got taken that didn't need to be taken, and it was taken by somebody who we employed? I get the shit all the time about, well, you join the military and it's just the same. It's a war. Here's the thing about war, okay? When people decide to battle over something, it's never the generals or the politicians that send them there that see any of the bloodshed. It's always the people on the ground and the men and women that fight it. The reason I laugh at these people that want a damn civil war is this. You might want a civil war, but your wife and kids didn't ask for this shit. You really honestly think in a civil war you're gonna be able to keep that house together? Or you just gonna civil war during the day, have some civil war hours. I civil war from 8 to 5, and then I come home for a sandwich. Bitch, please. No. Nobody's civil wars like that. It ain't a damn part-time job. No, if you civil warring, you civil warring. Know what I mean? Thank you, Jamila, for the update. Racist Hulk Hogan is still dead. Guess he's not being able to kick out of that 3 count. You don't civil war from Monday through Friday and then don't civil war on the weekend. No. And if your dumb ass wants it, everybody around you gonna get that work. Everybody around you. You gonna civil war your ass out there, get 4 in the face, and then they're gonna be sending your wife a crisply folded flag for you civil warring. Americans too goddamn violent and too dumb about violence. I said what I said. Jiminy Christmas. Ain't nobody, and check this out. No right winger will lose their job today by making fun of that woman. For example, Dave showed me a video last night from that goddamn coon hat guy. I'm gonna try to be as nice about this as possible because I could be real black right now. Real black. I could be extra black. Listen, coon hat guy. I don't care if they call you wolf hat. That ain't a wolf hat. That's a coon hat. Your ass look like Rocket Raccoon, bitch. I said what I said. You don't have to be on both sides or one side kissing ass of everything, you decrepit bitch. Why do you all the damn story was out, the video was out, and here come your coon hat wearing ass tapping over there. You knows it's illegal to stop the ice. Did you even watch the goddamn video, you sellout son of a bitch? You're the reason Harry carried one of them things. You coon hat wearing bastard. You are the reason Harriet carried one of them things. Cause your ass, there's no way in hell we'd have let you just walk around breathing after finding out, oh wow, the Negroes is moving. We'd have made a plan to leave, and we'd have known your ass heard it, and it would have been slumber time. He put an old video of mine. It was a duet of him and I. He put it on his stories and had me crying this morning. But he knows how much I love him. He knows that. I get sick to death of them sellouts. I really, really, really get sick to death of them sellouts. Like, y'all, listen, if you're a white person watching this show and you think I hate white people or some shit, I need you to understand, y'all, I don't give racist white people half the shit I give these goddamn coons. Oh Lord Jeebus. Listen, a sellout to me ain't worth the price of a crinkly condom, bitch. Never. I loathe them, mother. Ooh. A sellout? Y'all think my black ass don't like white people? Ooh. One of them like Jeff Mead. I would hamstring Jeff Mead. Cut them both. Oh, listen, I have no doubt in my mind you have a hashtag for them sellouts. Oh, I can't stand. Oh. That's why I laugh every time I see Andre Williams's super clip sports clip head ass. Oh, listen. I thought Coon Hat Guy and Jeff Mead was gonna be the top of the line Coonesians on TikTok, and then Andre Williams like, hold my tap dance shoes and this dry ass biscuit. But old Coon Hat Guy comes out and says, you know, it's illegal to block ICE. Are you saying that woman deserved 3 bullets in her because ICE was being blocked? If you don't blow me hard, fast, and quickly, bitch, what is wrong with you? Oh, stop it, Magpie. I look ugly when I cry too. Yes, RFK did change the food pyramid. He turned it upside down. He said you need a lot more meat. When y'all listen, when y'all gonna stop listening to RFK for anything? Like, if RFK, if my watch stopped and I walked up and asked RFK Jr. the time, I would check with somebody else just to make sure, because I can't stand that bitch. Yes, Chaos, pause. He said, his words, not mine. The man said we need more meat. Pause. That was him. This shooting really calls into question how America does America. AJ! Morning, Devil Dog. First Sergeant's in the building. Good morning. AJ, kiss that kid for me. Tell him I love him. This shooting literally proved to me that we need to redefine what America is and what it stands for. And the reason I say that is this. It's a real simple reason why I say this, okay? Real simple reason. Are you happy with this? If you're an American citizen, are you happy with this shit? Hey, yo, Ace. Ace is in the building. Are you happy with this? Because let me raise my hand and say, F no, I'm not happy with this. No, I'm not happy with this. I'm 54 goddamn years old. Can we start to fix some shit? Can we? Why as a black man do I have to be fearful every time I get behind the wheel of my truck? Why? Why can't I take my black ass around the corner, go to the bank, go to the store, go to a liquor store, wherever the hell I want to go? Why is it that I have to think this is the scariest shit that I will do today? Driving my truck around the goddamn corner. Why? Are you happy with this? Are you happy with this? Hold on. Damn it. I think they filtered it out again, Wolfie. I think that's what they did. I don't see it. Are you happy with this? Are you happy with paying taxes and then watching your money go to defense contractors? You know, other countries have taxes too. You see what they get for that shit? Look at the taxes in a place like Norway or Scandinavia. Look at them. Just look at them. Just look at them. Look at them. What do they get for it? Universal health care. You know, paid maternity and paternity leave. They get shit. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get shit. We don't. Are y'all happy with this? Are y'all happy knowing that your money that you will be paying in taxes this year will go to the ICE budget to remove anybody that speaks Spanish? And that includes your cousin, whose name is Rebecca Jones, who speaks Spanish because she took a Spanish class in freaking high school. Harley just put something in the chat. I shouldn't have to get ready to explain this to my kids' foster parents so that they'll be more careful with themselves and my kids when it comes to ICE. Harley, you're right. You're right. We get the minimum of what a human being would need to survive. Exactly. Push Up Pop is asking for a $1 trillion budget for the military defense this year. Who are we fighting? Did anybody hear that the Decepticons invaded? Did anybody hear that? Hey, is the Decepticons visiting? Or they haven't invaded? Oh, okay. Think about it. We get nothing for it. But we get to watch shit happen that is both heartbreaking, and completely unnecessary. I have rallied against the sloganeering of America shit for 3 years now, maybe 4. Like, I'm tired of the sloganeering. I am. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. GA, you right. The damn Hodge twins. Another set of swole me for no reason head ass Coonesians. Them Negroes tried to get into that all white enclave, and them people told them go F yourself. I'm tired of our president talking about taking shit. No means no, bitch. Do you not? Well, never mind. I forgot. It's Donald Trump. He doesn't understand the concept of no means no. He doesn't. Out here trying to tell people, we need Greenland. No, we don't. We can't take care of the shit we already got. Ain't your mama ever said, how many of y'all got this as a child? Mom, I want McDonald's. We got McDonald's at home. How many of y'all got that? You got McDonald's money? You got McDonald's money? Every time we turn around, this some bitch talking about, we need Greenland. Bitch, you got a whole country to take care of. Why are you over here looking at Greenland and shit? Fix this shit. And again, that is my goddamn problem. Because I got told Greenland don't even go to this school. Thank you, Chaos. Harley said, I'm 27, I still get that. True. It's always about, especially with this mook, Trump class spent. Hey, man, you're not kicking in on this money you keep trying to spend, dog. Like, I'm sorry. You asking for an awful lot of shit, but you ain't kicking in. Thank you, thank you, E. Venezuela, Nigeria, shh. Which brings me back to this woman's killing. I could rehash the 2024 election, but why? Why? Some of y'all knew what the assignment was and said, nah, I'll take that F. Like, but everybody wants better. Everybody wants better. Everybody wants better. We haven't even defined what better is. We have not even defined what better is. I can tell you it doesn't matter to Renee Nicole Good. Her child woke up this morning without parents. We, and by we, I mean the American taxpayer, we created an orphan yesterday. An orphan. And it's not the first one. It's not the first one. Not this time. The American taxpayers created an orphan yesterday. Oh, she had 3. My bad. So the American public created 3 orphans yesterday. 3. In a country that screams like hell about save the babies and the womb being the most precious place ever, we created 3 orphans yesterday. We did. The ICE budget is $180 billion. That's not monopoly money. That's not cracky your ass money. That's real American tax dollars. We created 3 orphans yesterday. 3. But we give so much. See, angry. I am trying this today. Angry. I'm telling you, I'm trying. But that's okay because we love them babies, don't we? He said it, but save the children, right? 3 orphans. It's almost like America knows there is a good way to do things, but they intentionally don't do it. Thank you, First Art. 180 billion. That's more than the operating budget for the United States Marine Corps this year. Nana, exactly. Getting arrested. How much is that is going to take care of our children? And he just drove off. He just took a life and then went and got a pastrami sandwich. We made 3 orphans yesterday. And people are like, well, our foreign policy in Gaza, bitch, our foreign policy in America is ass. What are you talking about? Samantha said, why isn't Christy Noem sitting her ass in front of Congress explaining this shit right now? Why do we even have Congress? Donald Trump operated all of last year like Congress didn't even exist. I'm slashing and cutting. Bitch, you are the head of the executive branch. Legislation is supposed to be down the street. It ain't supposed to be at your house. You are literally in charge of the executive branch. He out there raising tariffs. He out there cutting budgets. Bitch, Congress is the one that has the purse strings. But Mike Johnson don't give a shit. As long as he got enough time to go blow off some white boy in his damn apartment in Washington, D.C., he don't give a shit. But Mo, here's the problem. Here's the problem. They can draft all the articles of impeachment they want to. They will. Does it mean anything? I think that's the part that everybody, that's the part that everybody, our feelings for shit just fade. Because we know there are ways to stop this shit. And we also know that this son of a bitch and his administration don't give a shit. Supreme Court's always going to back him. That's why, like at this point, why do we need the Supreme Court? Why? What difference does it make? Congress can say, get all these MFers the F out of Washington, D.C. And the Supreme Court can go, actually. I've said this before, and you can go back and look at American history and see if I'm making this up. You're going to find out I'm not. The idea of the collective is not very popular in America. It never has been, and it never will be. America does not like left-leaning anything. They don't. America at its heart is a fascist country that pretends like it isn't. That's why they give you bald eagles and mom's apple pie and the special song and the flag. Because quite frankly, they don't think about the collective of this country. They never have. They haven't. When they were writing the goddamn Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, they were owning people. It was a contradiction at day one. All men are created equal. Hey, trial fast, go give me some goddamn, go give me some coffee before I separate your whole goddamn family. They have never, thank you. He said it. I said it 6 years ago, change the systems. Never. You know this. They have never lived up to half the words in that goddamn document. Never. Never. I love seeing videos of white guys saying, tell me something a white man can do that a black man can't. Announce that he has an arsenal and carry a weapon out in the streets. The Second Amendment looks a little bit different in my hand than it does yours. You can literally walk around with an AR-15 between your ass crack and the nape of your damn neck. Nobody will say anything. Lee Greenwood will sing as you walk your ass into a Chipotle taking your weapon on a date. If I even say gun out loud, I'm going to get knocked off. The country was started on a lie. The country was started on a lie. And we have been lying to each other ever since. The great myth of these self-made men, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Look at Carnegie. He had people working for him. Look at J.P. Morgan. He had people working for him. Name a rich oligarch from in the past, and I will show you a company of thousands of people who are being underpaid, bitch. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. This cut, you can't even touch an airsoft rifle you want to buy in Walmart if you're black. Yep. And that one broke my goddamn heart. He had just that man had just had a kid. Go look it up, kids. Annabelle with the $5 super chat. Have you read the Constitution? It reads like a bill of sale, a store receipt. Exactly. It does. This is where disliking and despising sellouts comes from. It is not victim mentality for me to say everything I just said. If it came out the mouth of a white man, it wouldn't be a problem. Do you think I'm the first person to say that? America has always been about business interest over the lives of the citizens of the United States. And then they want to give you some facile shit like the national anthem or a goddamn flag to placate the fact that your ass is living in a world where you're going to work yourself to death. You live in a country where they will tell you to be like Jeff Bezos. You're going to be like Jeff that works the damn third shift at the 7-Eleven before you die of a goddamn heart attack. There is no way in hell you will ever be one of them people. But they'll take your money and give it to them. They will take your hard-earned money, just like they took your daddy's money, and your daddy's daddy's money, and your daddy's 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 money. And they will make goddamn sure that these business interests, corporate oligarchs are well taken care of, so that we can continue to lie in the myth of the self-made man. Meanwhile, your ass is going to bury yourself, and your son will bury you after he gets off work doing the exact same hard, back-breaking bullshit that got your ass in the grave in the first place. Black folks in America have always been your beast of burden and your canary in the coal mine. I don't know what it is about us, but they don't like us. Native people, they disrespect by omitting. Spanish-speaking people, they disrespect for culture. Gay folks, Jews, Muslims, they can disrespect you in a different way every single time. It's always a variation on the same thing. With our black asses, they have not liked us since they took them goddamn chains off. They have always looked at us like the ones that got away. And they absolutely cannot stand when they see us come in the room. See, a Jewish person can walk into a room and the stereotypes they're going to give you, you'll never hear it. You will never hear it. They'll think it, they'll whisper it, but they will never say the shit out loud, because there is a contingent of human beings that will rain hellfire on their ass if they do. But not us. Not us. With us, it's always the ones that got away. We had them, we broke them, we worked them, we made money. Then we had to fight over this shit. We lost, and we lost them. And they have not been able to stand our ass since. As if, for some ungodly reason, our black asses remind them of a time back in history when they were these powerful people and we was yesabousin. To say that out loud means you're being a victim. But it's okay for you to celebrate that shit? How am I a victim for talking about slavery, but you're not a victim for celebrating the Confederacy? Make that shit make sense. And don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I will get back to Miss Renee Nicole Good in a second. I just want to take you on a trip. You work twice as hard for less here in America. Yet you are also told that people in the UK want to come to America. People in Europe want to come to America. People in Africa want to come to America. Because we're the greatest, insert whatever the hell else you want to talk about. Hey, Scandinavia has universal health care and they have a 12-month maternity and paternity leave. We're the greatest country ever. Bitch, did you just not hear what I just said over? Did you miss that part? What I just said? They over there giving out 12 months maternity and paternity leave. We're the greatest what? We got freedoms and liberties. No two less worthless words exist. I think the only two other more worthless words is sexy incel. That man stood on a stage and said, how come we can't get refugees from Scandinavia? Why can't we get people wanting to come visit from Norway? Donald Trump's not racist. He's the least racist. Shut, blow me. Blow me. Booger, blow me. Don't nobody want to come here? Who the hell want to show up at the airport, get settled in at your hotel or your apartment, go to a Walmart and get knocked off by some jackass with an arsenal? Who want that? Who signed up for that one? Anybody raise your hand? Raise your hand. Every one of y'all sat on your goddamn hands. Every one of y'all got your hands firmly underneath your ass cheeks right now. America has never wanted to look out for the collective. And about the Thomas, America, mainland, don't get bombed. People come here to get away from that. Yep. That they do. I hate Walmart the same way. It'll be forever with me in Walmart. Sorry, I don't care. I still believe that the Walton children, all five of them, are either vampires or werewolves. I said what I said. You ever seen all five of them in the same place at the same time? I rest my case. Goddamn werewolves and vampires. Our elected leaders will lie to us, but then they demand that we give more. Morning, Cody. To hearing the terrible news at work last night, I was disgusted, pissed, and angry at work and saw the video on the internet. All of my friends agree. ICE is the yeah. I know what you're going to say. I mean, can we be honest? Be honest. What is it exactly that makes America great? What? The fact that a dementia-addled PDF file was able to convince a whole bunch of other people that he was here to make America great again and never define when again was. And they fell for it. They fell for it. Fell for it. It's like I've always known the collective IQ of a lot of Americans equals this, my 2 pairs of my shoe size. Like, you know what I mean? But we, and by we, I mean the rest of us, we did not know what was bubbling underneath. We had no idea how truly ugly it was underneath the surface. On the surface, everybody looks smart. On the surface, you get your ass up, you go to work. On the surface, you fall in love. On the surface, you dance. On the surface, you drink. On the surface, you have edibles and smoke weed or whatever the hell. We did not realize that underneath, just right underneath the surface, was some of the most ignorant sons of bitching people in the world today. We had no idea. Y'all, if y'all can tell me Y'all knew that many dumb Morlock ass people were underneath the surface of where the hell we're standing. I will call you a liar to your face. We knew it was bad. We didn't know it was this bad. We did not realize how many incredibly dumbass people lived amongst us. We didn't know. I've told this story several times. I'm gonna tell it again. Trump bans Levin and Hegseth and not gotten half a brain cell between them. Wolfie, you get half. You giving them way too much, Wolfie. That's 1/4. Between the four of them, ain't got 1/4 of a goddamn brain. On the surface, we love the TikTok shop. Buy the seafood boil from the TikTok shop. There you go. There. TikTok shop, we love. The TikTok shop, whatever. I've told the story before. That in uniform, it was thank you for your service, thank you for your service, thank you for your service, thank you for your service. If I went around the corner, took my damn uniform off, and came in with just some regular street clothes, they're not gonna thank me for very goddamn much. They're gonna see a 6 foot tall black man before they see any goddamn thing else. And if you think otherwise, you're a goddamn lie. But I knew that. I knew they were there. I always knew they were there. But how many of y'all really truly understood how dumb some of the people are? And just for shits and giggles, if you are within the sound of my voice, but you are not in the United States, y'all got some dumb bastards too that y'all didn't realize until he showed up. Now, don't you? I want y'all to think about it. Tears, joy, coffee is life. Good morning, Teresa Brown. Black, excuse me. Black, brown. Same. My bad. How many of y'all are sitting in the country right now being led by a jackass? A complete idiot. How many of y'all live in a country right now where the far right dumbasses are popping up out the woodwork and you like, oh Lord, who knew? Do y'all understand the far right in Germany actually has made a play for something? Do y'all know what German people are sitting there looking at them like going, a word for real? For real, y'all don't remember. Y'all gonna act like we ain't gonna remember. Y'all, hold on. Did y'all forget what happened the last time? But Trump made America great again. Let's make Germany great. Shut up. Shab with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for the show and the community. Shab, anytime, brother. Anytime. You know that. Nigel, perfect example. Marie Le Pen in France, perfect example. Tommy Robinson, perfect example. So our inability to elect somebody that got some goddamn sense and wanted the job of president or senator or congressman has led to the entire world allowing their dumbass people to speak. It starts here. That's some good old USA ingenuity. Put a dumb populace out there, let him promise a bunch of shit he know goddamn well he's not going to do. Make some slogans, demonize some people. Keir Starmer, I was going to say that about Keir Starmer. I was. For him to be labor, he real, you know what I mean? Who knew that electing a man that had absolutely no reason whatsoever or to ever be anywhere near the levers of power that close, who knew that it was going to bring out the dumbass? Oh, I know. Everybody that's ever read a book, everybody that's ever read a goddamn history book. And what we tried to tell people in the lead up to the 2024 election was this. It's different now. You can dislike Kamala, you can dislike Biden, but when it came to that man, it was different. there was no longer any guardrails. There was no longer any guardrails. Donald Trump did not run to make America great. Donald Trump ran to build the American taxpayer out of all the dollars he can get his hands on, and to go after his goddamn enemies. And if you think I'm lying, look at his track record since January 20th of 2025. We wasn't telling you don't criticize Kamala. Of course you can. Of course you can. She's an elected official. We wanted you to. But at least with those criticisms, she would have heard you. There was no, I'm going to say this one more goddamn time. There was no guardrails on this jackass. None. Do you know what keeps me from walking off into oblivion when it comes to social media? The Villains Guild. The Villains Guild. Y'all thought, oh, well, this is just a vanity project for Thomas Villain. No. Each of us is a guardrail to the next member. I'm going to say that again. Each member is a guardrail to the next member. We are the guardrails for the men and women to our left and to our right. If one of us is out of line, there is somebody in the guild that will come and say something to us about it. Do y'all really honestly think that when I said, okay, we will have a rank structure, the supreme leader of the Villains Guild is the Brutalist, that the Brutalist picks their second, and there is a senior villain advisor? That's to keep everybody honest and upright. Be safe, Mary. Have a great day at work. Kiss your husband, kiss your kid. Tell him we love him. And I'm proud of you, Mary. Don't you ever think otherwise. I am very, very proud of you, and I love you dearly. It's called accountability, people. We told y'all there was no accountability with this man. He never showed up at one of them damn debates. Not one. And he was still leading the pack. Thomas, there are legitimate things to criticize about Kamala. However, most of these criticisms were in bad faith. That was the issue. Yes. Thank you. He's done it in the past. If a villain is out of line, he will say, villain assemble. We got a problem. Fix it. I would never belong to an organization where it's all me-centered. I wouldn't do it. Because number one, I do have an ego. I'm not going to sit up and lie and say that I don't. I have a massive ego. I also have a nihilist mindset. I'm so beautiful. I want to go to the top of a building and jump and land like puddles and shit. You know what I mean? You don't lead an organization like that. You don't. We tried to tell y'all there was not a single guardrail on this man. And not only did you not listen to us, you were disrespectful. What the hell did black women ever do to you to make y'all 10 minutes because, okay, mental health? My shit's being restricted because of mental health. I just told my husband, who hasn't seen the footage, that what that woman was experiencing was a shark attack. And it's true. It's true. We told y'all that there was no guardrails on him. And that made him more dangerous than he was in 2015 and 2016. A person who literally only has people around him to kiss his ass if this was a bowling league, if this was just a team of people going bowling, They're a bowling club, and they compete. If this was a bowling league, that would be dangerous. We're talking about the presidency of the United States and no goddamn guardrails. Why would you want that man in power? And I'm going to say this openly and in public so that we're all on the same page. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing Hassan Piker has to say. Even after what happened yesterday, Hassan Piker is still saying that Kamala Harris would have done the same thing. Okay. Thank you very much, white Twitch stream boys. We've had enough. Y'all have been showing y'all ass, whether it's Aiden Ross or Hassan Piker. Both of y'all have been out here showing y'all goddamn asses. So maybe y'all should go sit down and shut up now. We don't want to hear from you. There's no goddamn way in hell anybody. Yes, Hassan Piker said that it wasn't after what happened yesterday. It was after Maduro was snatched up from Venezuela. All you Democrats and liberals, Kamala would have done the same thing. You are out of your rabbit ass mind. Theme Park, if you don't know him, I'm so happy for you. Like I am envy and jealous of you. We snatched up the president of another country. And rather than going the usual route of telling us it was because of American interest, our president told us it was about the oil. He said that out loud. He said that out loud in front of a camera and a microphone where people could see and hear. It's about the oil. Morning, Gator. It's about the oil. Be safe, Squares. Be safe. It's like I woke up this morning to the knowledge that my country, which has always been a work in progress since I was a child, executed a woman. And the guy that did it is going to get a paycheck from my tax dollars. I am not comfortable with that. I'm not. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are like, oh, now it's just, I have never been comfortable with that. I have never been comfortable with the fact that my tax dollars, my state tax dollars, goes to paying for a police department that can and will blow my black ass away if they think my black ass is a problem. I've always had a problem with that. We are paying for our own goddamn executions. Black folks are literally paying for their own public executions when it comes to us hanging out with the police. Do you understand how effed up that is? Do you understand how psychologically effed up that is? We are paying for people who speak Spanish to get snatched up off the streets. And this isn't even one of those things where you can just look at it and go, well, not me. No, yes, it's you. It's you. We paid to snatch up Nicolas Maduro. Was he a great president? No, he wasn't. The goddamn dictator. But so is Putin. So is Xi Jinping. I mean, so is Viktor Orban. You don't have a problem with him, no, do you? And people will try to justify it. First they kill the body, then they kill the reputation. I've been telling y'all they've been doing this shit to black folks for decades. Decades. Did y'all really believe every single time a black person was killed by a cop, they deserved it? Really? You never once questioned how come they all seem to. It's like that old Dave Chappelle joke. They just sprinkle some crack on you and then leave. Like, it never occurred to you. It never occurred to you that they were setting your ass up for the hokey doke word. They never. Because guess what, kids? They're doing it again. Only this time they're doing it to people that might actually matter. Like, for example, a single mother of 3 trying to go someplace after backing out of her own goddamn driveway. First, they killed the body. Then what did they do? What did they do? Donald Trump called her a far left agitator. Kristi Noem called her a far left agitator, and that ICE agent feared for his life. They did it to us, and you sat your dumb ass right there, said nothing. Nothing. First, they kill the body. Then they kill the reputation. We sat there and told y'all it is chapter and verse of what they've been doing to black people for 60, 70, 80 goddamn years. What's the other thing they said? Well, she should have just complied. Does that not sound familiar? Does that not sound familiar? Does that not sound familiar? Did that not sound just a tad bit familiar? She should have just complied. She should have just complied. It's almost as if when we told you these things were happening, it didn't become real to you. George Floyd was a wake-up call for a whole lot of people because they're in 4K. You got a chance to see every goddamn thing black folks have been telling you has been going on within our communities for decades. Decades. And then you got a chance to watch in real time as they tried to pull that. First, they killed the body, then they killed the reputation jazz. You didn't think it was going to come for you? You didn't think you was going to be a suburban mom? ICE agent rolls up. You were complying by telling them to move. They come and try to grab your shit. More than lucky. They come and try to grab your doorknob. Then they put 3 in your goddamn head. Then they try to say that you did it because you are a far left agitator. The blueprint was right in front of y'all. What is it that Russ Cole said in True Detective? Time is a flat circle. The only difference is the size. When it was happening to black and brown, there were rumors. Rumors. Oh, white folks was getting killed too, but you never really did any protesting because you thought they were all criminals. Because they killed the body, then they killed the reputation. Now all of a sudden it started looping everybody. Are you noticing a pattern yet? Are you noticing a goddamn pattern yet? What you thought was victim mentality will eventually bite you in the ass. Understand that. Understand that. While you sit, not being touched by this, believing the propaganda, first they killed the body, then they killed the reputation. Listening to it, rationalizing in your head because they're black, they're brown, they speak Spanish, they're gay, they're trans, or whatever. Yeah, cool. Until it happens to you. Until it happens to you. And since you ignored all this shit that happened before, you are not prepared for having this shit happen to you. What does your family say? What does your friends say? What do you say when the president of the United States is talking bad about your family member? What do you say? That's not right. I know her. That's not the person she is. Who gives a shit? Who cares? George Floyd had good qualities. He was a damn father. His daughter loved him. He's not here anymore. But you had no problem talking about fentanyl and goddamn COVID. Now, did you? I put up a black square for George Floyd. What, doesn't that cut? No, bitch, it doesn't. Because a black square don't mean shit. It's shit we have been trying to tell you. A black woman's body is used as an incubator so that a child can be harvested from it. And then when it happens to a white woman, you're like, oh my God, what happened? The same goddamn thing we told you the black women went through. First they kill the body, then they kill the reputation. How many more times do you need to hear this? And the crazy part, the part that really, really just puts a thorn in my paw, is how many people knew that this could happen and did nothing. If Kamala was president of the United States, Renee Good would be alive today. If Kamala Harris was president, there wouldn't be ICE agents and Gestapo people running around in the damn streets snatching up anybody that speaks Spanish or anybody who's Somali or anybody who's Muslim. And I think that's the disappointment that I have. My anger sometimes threatens to outweigh anything else. The love I have for my children, the love I have for my wife, the love I have for my siblings, the love I have for my friends, it almost outweighs all of it. And the reason it does is because I see so many people knowing what the right thing is and not doing it. I want to cry. I watched that video over and over and over, and I wanted to cry, but I didn't. There was this large ass uproar when nobody was sucking off this goddamn podcaster. I'm gonna get you fired because you said something about Charlie Kirk. I'll say something about Charlie Kirk. It's my First Amendment right to tell you and him, blow me. He'll be able to do it with 2 holes. It is my First Amendment right to tell you I will not worship a politician, nor will I worship a billionaire. You hoes put your pants on one leg at a time, same way I do. The hell I look like worshiping and standing at the altar of Jeff Bezos. Dude got a wandering biggie eye, and y'all want me to suck him off? Kiss my ass. Kiss my entire ass. Oh, and by the way,
and after you hang me, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. I am mad. I am mad that we're here. I am mad that we're here. I am mad that in 2024, 2025, 2026, a Black woman has to walk into a job and be damn near perfect just to get half the respect that some doofy ass legacy kid with no background and none of the shit that he's talking about, he or she is talking about, can get just by being in the room. I'm mad, pissed off that people went for convenience rather than truth. I don't know if I'll ever forgive the American people for that. I don't know if I will ever forgive the American people for that. I don't. I got a serious problem with them. Serious. Because at the end of all of it, it is the lie we tell ourselves. Exactly, E. The price of eggs Renee Nicole Good had to die because you couldn't afford some goddamn eggs. You paid for her execution because, oh my God, the egg prices. I am really trying today, Angry. I swear to you, I am. Y'all have no idea. There is I am boiling. I am boiling. Because you couldn't afford the price of eggs. Yeah. And literally, they did to her everything we told y'all they do to us. And I'm talking within minutes. Minutes. They didn't even wait for the body to get cold before they was killing her reputation. The same people that think that Antifa has a goddamn headquarters. See, the stupidity I expect. I expect it. All they do is drink gas and eat eggs, obviously. Gator they might. The hypocrisy I'm used to. The callousness I'm not. Maybe it's the fact that I empathically feel things. Maybe it's the fact that I genuinely do love people despite anything y'all might have heard about me. Maybe it's the fact that I feel things for people and for humanity that scares me. Maybe it's the fact that I look at my daughter and my grandkids and I look at my kids and I go, I want a world that was so much better than I had it. And it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. It is hard to be a far leftist in this country. It's hard to be a liberal, hard to be a progressive. It's hard to be a person that believes in the collective. It is because America is geared towards selfish individualism, but they expect the rest of us to kick in so that you can have that bullshit ass story in your background. Hey, please help me to be a self-made man. That shit don't even sound right coming out of my goddamn mouth. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? I am not a self-made man. I can tell you there were moments in my life where I was self-made as far as learning things because I didn't have a man in my life. Told you, my pops walked out when I was 11. He came back when I was 15. That's the most formative years of my entire life. By the time he came back, I was already on my F my daddy hood, young black man in the hood story. Then the son bitch came back and ruined it. The idea of the collective has never been promoted. It hasn't. This is the and again, I want you to have everything in your life you need, want, desire, and deserve. It don't cost me shit to say that. It does not cost me a single dime to want for you the best you've ever had, the best life you've ever had, the best time you've ever had. It costs me nothing. It does not take a dime out of my pocket or food off my plate to want the best for you. But we keep electing people that want to keep the same boot on the same necks day after day after day. Far too many of y'all voted thinking about Gaza and Israel and not voting thinking about Georgia or Indianapolis. Could you explain to me what the midterms are, as Trump said he has to win it? The midterms are off-year elections. So, like, let's say, for example, we had a presidential election in 2024. Then we had 2025. 2026 is the off-year election or the congressional election. That's what it's called. Why is it that in this country we can think about bombs and bullets before bread and beans? That's America's mentality. We will blow your ass to pieces. We might give you a piece of bread and some beans afterwards. American foreign policy, bombs and bullets before bread and beans. America's domestic policy towards the poor, bombs and bullets before bread and beans. America's belief system when it comes to other countries that are either developing or have been exploited by the United States, Great Britain, France, Russia, and China. Bombs and bullets before bread and beans. You think those ICE agents are out there snatching up just criminals? If you still believe, after almost a year of this shit, that ICE agents are out there picking up illegals and criminals, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to say, you stupid ass. We have ICE agents holding down a federal building in Minnesota. Sigrid, are you serious? ICE agents holding down a federal building in Minnesota. Hold on. Woman killed by ICE agent was out caring for her neighbors, local official said. Why? Why do you still believe that? Why do you still believe that? We get the government we deserve. We get the government we deserve. How hard do any of y'all listening or watching right now, how hard do you think it would be to hear somebody wish the best for you? You're going to think there's something behind it. Some ulterior motive. It's true. I get that. Not even mad at you for feeling it. But what if they really genuinely want the best for you? Collectivism in America does not, they believe it doesn't work. It actually does. We just don't do it enough. We don't believe in the idea enough. There are times where you have to think in the collective and not the individual. When it comes to voting, you have got to think of your neighbors. To the left of you, to the right of you, across the street. And you got to think about those neighbors and their families. And those neighbors have to think about your family. And so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. To be led astray on some old bullshit is what ends up eventually kicking you in your balls. That part. Because at the end of the day, if you eating, but your neighbors ain't, your neighbors will come get them some food. You cannot continue to prop up bullshit and think nobody is going to touch your ass. The rich billionaires are lucky we have not raised up and cooked their whole ass. They lucky. They are lucky. They are lucky we have not decided that Larry Ellison is on the goddamn menu. Because if he was, there ain't enough Mossad agents that you can hire to stop people wanting to put your ass on a damn rest in peace t-shirt. But I want y'all to think about this. Our money went to kill that woman. Our money. And to be brutally honest with you, it isn't the first time it's happened. It isn't the first time it's happened. America loves killing people and then paying the people that killed them with the money from the people that they just killed. They love the shit. It's a vicious goddamn cycle. A vicious cycle. I walk out my front door, me and a cop get into it, cop kills me. My wife will file taxes, and state taxes will come out to pay that man who just killed me. And the cycle continues. But we tried to tell y'all this. We tried to tell y'all this. We tried to tell y'all this. When I listen and hear a bunch of military personnel saying that Mark Kelly betrayed the oath and put us in danger. How? How? By doing what? Talking? By reminding our service members of some shit we used to remind them every day at work. Who cares? Because it's all about Donald Trump, ain't it? At the end of it, it's all about Donald Trump. The biggest mistake America has ever put in the White House. And that's exactly what I called him, a goddamn mistake. We don't teach our kids the idea of collectivists. We don't teach our kids the idea of diversity. We don't teach our kids the idea of inclusion or equity or accessibility. We don't teach our kids that. But we'll fill their head up with a bunch of warrior Jesus shit now, won't we? It's almost like we're failing the next generation on purpose. It's the belief that we can screw this place up as much as possible because when we die, we're going to be with warrior Jesus and his flaming lightsaber sword as he cuts down Antifa liberal demons or whatever. I don't. Think about that. Thank you. Nana just gave me an example. Last month, ICE interrupted a naturalization ceremony in Boston because some were from violent countries. But Charlie Kirk spoke the First Amendment. He did political debates the right way. They give us myths and legends to keep us occupied. I tell people all the time, I am not a hero. I am not somebody you should look up to. I'm a screw up. I've made some horrible choices in my life. Blown money, broken hearts, destroyed friendships. I ain't perfect. I think I don't have anything to lose, therefore I can say that. I still remember what that woman told me when I left the Army. She said, "We are paying you until you die. We're just waiting for you to die." And I was like, "Oh, okay. That thanks. Makes sense." So why in the world would I want to be looked up to? I only think in terms of the collective. That individual shit only matters in things like I don't want to not be able to buy comic books or something. There's my individualism right there. But I don't want to be looked at as some sort of a person that enacts change. For what? Told y'all, if I'm remembered in history, there's a problem. Because for some reason, I have a hard time rationalizing why anybody would want to see anybody suffer if they absolutely don't have to. Why can't we feed the poor? What is the problem? What? Thomas, the monks were messed with so much that they discontinued their walk through Georgia, and I think they got dropped off at the state line. Monks were marching through the South for peace, and they weren't even able to finish it, at least not in my state. Think about that. The Christ is King crowd could not let monks walk for peace. It's like, do y'all understand how incredibly effed up that is? Peaceful people can't be peaceful people unless they Christ is King warrior Jesus and shit. I asked a question a couple of weeks ago. How many of y'all dread picking up your phone in the morning? You get up, getting the sleep out of your eyes, you're adjusting to everything, and you realize, shit, I got to go look at my phone. And what do you see? Same shit as always. Donald Trump doing Donald Trump shit and people falling around. Every day. Every day. That man put everybody in abstract terror the last time he was president. I mean, I really want to think about that. He put people in a stressful situation on a day-to-day basis. For what? Ego. And I go back to what I said earlier. Wolfie said, Thomas Bishop, there was a guy that makes YouTube videos. One video he gave a little boy $500 to buy toys, and the little boy picked out toys and put them all back because he wanted to give it to the homeless. We're not making a really great future for our kids. We're not. We're not making a fantastic future for our kids. I'm sorry. That's why I'm becoming a therapist. There will be a worldwide mental health. Exactly. E will be on the front lines. I believe that. I wake up every morning realizing that I am afraid to walk out my door. I wake up every single morning with the knowledge that my agoraphobia is so bad, I don't want to go anywhere. People tell me all the time, you got a voice, you should use it. I try to, but, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because part of me sees that it's always going to be met with bullshit. Always. We're always going to go for the less. We're always going to go for the worst. There is no such thing as better angels in America. There is no such thing as better angels in America. They don't exist. It's not that we don't want to be better. Everybody does. But for every 5 people that want change, for every 5 people that want to think of the collective, for every 5 people that wants diversity, equity, inclusion, accessibility, all of these things, there's 5 more that will do everything in their power to stop it. They will do everything in their power. Hey, don't worry about it, Rach. Be safe, please. Please be safe. There are 5 people that will stop them. And social media will just give these people a platform. Older millennial is verified. I am not. Not that it matters, because even with a verification, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? My voice doesn't stick out. So what difference does it make? I was looking for sounds last night, and I found a couple. But the place I go and get my sounds for my soundboard, you know, they had like 6 or 7 variations on the word nigger. I'm just getting sounds. That's all I'm doing. 6 or 7 variations on the word nigger. They said nigga, nigger. They screamed it. They yodeled it. They had one in a Mickey Mouse voice. That's America, kids. We've let chat room thought processes and podcast incel bros turn us into whatever the F we are right now. We let the Call of Duty chat room turn us into something we do not know. This is a different America from even when I was a kid. And this is me with a worldwide view since I've been around the world. I come back to America, and not only is it not changing, it's getting worse. 6 or 7 variations on the word nigger. 6. And that's just the ones that I saw on the main page. I did not go any further than that. We have a streamer telling a woman with actual talent who just so happens to be black, she's an industry plant, she's a black bitch, she did this, that, and the third. White dude. Who's co-signing him? At least 4 or 5 black guys. You okay, you good. Nobody co-signs when a white guy wants to stand up and fight against injustice. There's no cosigns for that. We could feed everybody in America. Let me say this again. We could feed everybody in America with at least 10 billion off of what we spend on defense of the empire. Let's say, for the sake of argument, instead of asking for a 1.5 or 1.8 trillion dollars to the defense budget, we gave them 800 billion. Then whatever else we were going to give them, we put into government programs. Eradicating the homeless with 10 billion. Eradicating food insecurities with 10 billion. That's $20 billion to better the nation. But we ain't gonna do it. You know why we're not gonna do it? Because that would be too much like actually living up to the words in the Constitution. And who would want to do that? It's cool to put it under glass. It's cool to look at it and have it displayed and under bulletproof glass and things like that. It's okay to have that. It's not okay to actually live by the goddamn words. That's too hard. We can't do that. You're right, E. The UK created this monster. I knew we were in trouble from the founding. It's the first thing those people from England did when they got over here. start knocking off Native people. Now we see colonization all over the place. The annexing of Gaza and the West Bank, so that we can get more people settled into these places. Everybody's freaking the hell out. Hello, have y'all not seen how the hell we did America? That's our MO. That's what we do. That's how we do. That is what we do, people. That's what we do. Our mental health, do you understand the collective mental health of the United States is ass right now? Do you understand? It is booty cheeks right now. The only jackasses that will lie to you and tell you everything is great are the same some bitches that when they put that phone down after being in the video, they done owned the libs. These some bitches out here, they've got 3 packs of ramen noodles, 5 people in the goddamn house, and they're trying to figure out whether or not they should break one into 5 pieces, eat it now so that they can have 2 more packs for dinner and breakfast. But they'll tell you, we own the libs. You didn't own shit. You didn't own shit. And where are the voices that say these things out loud? Everybody thinks, oh, wow, Thomas bought views and bought followers. I didn't buy shit. I just so happen to have tapped into something that a lot of people, whether it's legacy media, social media, podcasters, or whatever, I just happen to tap into something that they seem to have forgotten. Everybody ain't okay with the shit that's going on. Everybody's not okay with this. Everybody's not okay with this, and they won't be okay with this. Xavier, there's no such thing as being late to the sound of coffee. You know that. I'm only saying what a lot of people want to say. I'm only saying what a lot of people say out loud. They just don't have the amplification for the shit. Y'all think I got into this to be famous? Hell no. I got into this to be, I am Peter Finch's character in Network. I am Howard goddamn Beale. I'm the modern day Howard Beale. I don't know what to tell you this, that, and the third. But I do say this, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being, God damn it. My life has value. I didn't get into this for fame. I didn't get into this for money. I didn't get into this so that I could have my name all over the place and be on people's MSNBC shows and shit like that. I got into this because somebody had to say out loud, I'm a goddamn human being. My life has value. So when I'm broken, when I'm down, when I'm not in a good place, not only am I going to say it to the people around me, but I'm going to say it in a camera so that you can see this is not a perfection factory over here. What you are dealing with is a human being, a man who is literally looking at the fact that there are more good years behind me than there are in front of me. A man who literally became quote unquote TikTok famous after the death of the greatest woman I will ever know in my life. After realizing that my brother, my 3 sisters, and I are orphans in this world. I carry a chip on my shoulder, not because I'm good. I am. I'm better than some people. But because you need to see what I see. You need to see the world I see. I try to bring you in. I try to shelter you. Not because I want y'all to kiss my ass, but because, goddamn it, I want this to be a place where you feel like you can let those goddamn guards down and understand that not one person here will judge you for it. Moose, are you okay? You okay, Moose? I don't want you to walk through this shit thinking you are by your damn self. And I also don't want you to normalize it either. See, the moment you normalize it, you become used to it. Okay. All right, E, we got it. We'll take care of it. Magpie, it's okay. It's okay, Magpie. You know nobody will judge you here. All we'll say is dust yourself off and try it again. I don't want y'all to see some airbrushed version. I've never been that person anyway. The villain was born of grief. The villain was born of sadness. As I watched over and over and over as people who should not have been celebrated, should never have even been mentioned in the same name as some of the greats of the world, they get celebrated. And I hate that. I hate that. I want you to be able to come in and say, hey, I'm not good. Moose, you have my deepest condolences. You have my deepest condolences. I don't want y'all to come in polished, shining like a diamond. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bring that pain here. Share it with us. Let us put our arm around you and lift you up. Because nobody is going to do that. Not in this fast-paced, grind yourself to death damn society. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. But who says you can't have a bad day? I tell y'all, we executed a woman in Minnesota because it was our money that paid for that man to do that. It's not me saying that we all have blood on our hands. I'm simply saying it. We paid for that. Wolfie says, I know what my New Year's resolution is. Not, I'm going to lose my weight and get my six-pack back. Not to look good, but I want to be tough to take on the world because it needs to be done. And that's true. I know Harley has a situation going on with her children. I want to make sure Harley knows that she's not in that fight by her goddamn self. She got us. Moose lost his mother. I want him to know that we are here for him. Magpie is literally, I don't know if I can even put into words how I feel about Magpie. I want to protect Magpie. I want Magpie to grow up to be a fierce fighter for what is right. Or mother-in-law, excuse me, Moose. I want these things openly, freely, and without reservation. I don't want it to honor me. I want it to honor you. But facts are still facts, kids. And sometimes facts are nasty. They're hurtful. And I get it. I get it. And I wish I could take that pain away from you. I can't. But I can tell you how to shoulder it. I can tell you how to carry it. Carry the weight that is yours. Don't ever carry somebody else's weight. That ain't your weight to carry. Don't pick it up. Don't even acknowledge it. Walk right past it. That ain't your weight to carry. But more than anything, I want you to fight for good. Enjoy the life that you have. If you are lucky enough to have somebody in your life that cares about you, love them as hard and as much as you possibly can. I don't love my wife hard enough. I need to love her more. That is my best friend. That is my best friend. I love my siblings. I love my siblings. Sometimes I love them probably more than they understand. I love my kids and my grandkids. And if I go, if I go in that house, if I go in the house today and I lay down and I don't wake up, not a one of you will ever be able to say that Thomas didn't love us. Because I do. Because I do. Because yes, the fight is necessary. Yes, getting allies is necessary. Yes, getting educated is necessary. And that's why I have people that are involved in all of those things as a part of my life. If I don't do nothing more than, oh, Taz, your historian, goddamn it, be the best goddamn historian we've ever seen. All right, let me brag on Taz a little bit. Let me put a cape on her because she's a beautiful human being and she knows her shit. If that's all I get to do, that's enough for me. If all I do is say, E is my brother, he is one of the best men I know, and I cannot be more proud of him if I tried. If that's all I can do in this life, I will do it. If saying I love you, Nana, once a day, it gets her through, if that's all I can do, that is what I am going to do. I cannot stand on false bravado. I cannot stand on TikTok coins. I can't even stand on this idea that I'm somehow this famous TikToker. All I can stand on is my love. That's it. God damn it, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that is all you need. Just somebody to say they love you. And not for anything that you do for them. Just for that old scattered brain way of, because I do. We live in a cruel, cruel world. It's filled with monsters, animals, people that want money from you, or people that want your time, your body. They want to take something from you. I just know I don't want to do that. I don't want to take anything from you. I want to give you the love and the admiration you need. For no other reason than you do. I think about this woman's 3 kids and how they're going to grow up in a world where their mother isn't here, dad isn't here. And they have to live with the knowledge that their mother was killed by her government. Their mother's life was taken away by our tax dollars. Renee Nicole Good didn't know me or you. She knew her kids. She knew they loved her. She loved them. Who's going to tell her kids that? going to be the one who's going to be the one to tell him that your mom was proud of you? Who's going to be there? Who's going to be there when her child gets straight A's in school? When they win a track meet? They get married, fall in love. All of their achievements are going to be negated because they got to live with the knowledge that their mother's not here. Harley, I am your family. We are your family. It's not the first time. I've been doing it for years. Trayvon Martin's mother and father had to bury their son. Tamir Rice's mother lost her mind because she lived across the street from the park that her son was killed in. Eric Gardner's kids miss him. Freddie Gray's children or family miss him. Tatiana Jefferson's nephew will be scarred for life because he was in the house when she was killed. Sandra Bland's boyfriend and family will have to go on. Ahmaud Arbery's family misses him. So this ain't the first time that this has happened. And I'm not simply crying for this particular woman because she's white or what have you. I am crying because we just won't get it right. And they pulled the same shit on this woman that they've been pulling on black folks for 20 years. They killed her body. They killed her body, then they killed her reputation. They are traumatizing her kids by saying everything about her that ain't true. They did the same goddamn thing to black people and they never learned. And I keep hearing over and over, oh, Kamala, when had this happen. I'm just mad. Why can't they fix this shit? Why the hell did they kill her and they kill her reputation? Why? Did the same thing to her they did to George Floyd. The same thing they did to her they did to Sandra Bland. The same thing they did to her they did to Breonna Taylor. That means this is now the new normal. We told y'all for years. Decades, we screamed it. They were killing us, and then they were telling everybody we were thugs and gangsters. And they killed that woman, and then they killed her reputation an hour later. And that's what's bothering me. That is what's hurting me. They did the same goddamn thing they always do. They did the same thing. We didn't learn tried to tell y'all. She hadn't even been identified when Donald Trump started his True Social shit. She hadn't even been identified. Her family hadn't even been notified when Christy Noe got her funky, bony ass up on television and talked shit about this woman. They did the same goddamn thing. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Are y'all ready to listen to the canaries in the coal mine now? Are you? Are you ready to relook at all of this shit from a different angle than, oh, well, she should have just complied? Are you prepared? Are you ready now? Are you ready to finally listen to every one of them goddamn stories about black folks being killed at the hands of police that we have been trying to tell you as an example of what the hell they've been doing? Are you ready to listen to it now? Or do you want to be like Hassan Piker, talk about, well, Kamala would have done the goddamn same? That is what hurts me. That's what hurts. It is not just the death of Renee Nicole Good. It's not just the fact of the death of Renee Nicole Good, mother of three, single mother of three. It's not just that. It's not just the fact that an unlicensed, unregistered, fake ass, punk ass ICE agent popped her in the goddamn head. It's not that. It's not that. It is how they literally layered on this woman the same goddamn thing they layered on black folks, and that you sat, you listened, and did nothing. They did the same goddamn thing. And the outrage isn't even going to last that long. That's the shit that pisses me off. The outrage isn't going to last that long. So the next time a white person, a Jewish person, an Asian person is killed at the hands of ICE, and Donald Trump stands out in front of the damn podium and microphone and calls him a radical leftist or Antifa, are you going to remember that I told you this is what they do? Are you going to remember the fact that you are paying for them to lie to you in your damn face, the same way you have been paying for them to lie in your face when it came to black bodies hitting the ground, being put out by chalk after a cop feared for their life? We told you. We told you. First, they killed the body. Then they killed the reputation. Meanwhile, 3 kids join a long family, a long grouping of black kids and black uncles and black aunts and black moms and black dads and black grandmothers and black grandfathers who have to tell their family all about the goodness of some person, because all they're going to hear about their loved one dying is that they weren't no angel. Well, you know he had fentanyl. Well, she shouldn't have been dating that thug. Those 3 kids now join a pattern. A pattern. And it's just going to keep going on. Because an existential threat sits in the White House. Morning, sis. I love you to the moon and back. An existential threat sits in the White House. We don't know what he's going to do. We don't know when. But just once, just once, just once. I would really like it if you took the death of Renee Nicole Good, 37, mother of 3, single mother of 3. I just wish you would take her story and unlearn every goddamn thing you've learned about law, about America, about people, about actions, about institutions, about Donald Trump, the Republicans, or whatever. I wish you would just take that and say, none of that shit really happened. I need to unlearn this shit. If for just once, somebody would finally listen. Or we're going to have more Renee Nicole Goods, whose body will be taken by an ICE agent or some arm of law enforcement. And an hour later, the commander-in-chief, the person that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, will call them an Antifa scumbag or far-left radical scum. And nobody will give a damn. I fucking hate it here. I'm cutting out, kids. I gotta go. I love you from the deepest parts of my soul. I love you because you got up. You kept fighting. And I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. Be smart today. Be good today. Be strong. Lean on each other. Lean on the beans. And just know, just know that no matter where I am, my love for you is forever. Hydrate, elevate, self-love and self-care. I love you. Have a beautiful day on purpose. That is the good word from Miss Tracina. This was a heavy show. I'm going to try E. I am. What is it that we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. My name's Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I love you. I love every one of you. With love in my heart, I say this. Peace on my mind, I give this. And a tad bit of hair grease. I'll see you all in the morning. Flag on the Play Friday. Superplex Party returns 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these GCPR airwaves. Rest in peace. Renee, Nicole, Good, we failed you. And we're sorry. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. I love you guys. Be safe today, okay?